Christie Sides roasts the media after the night's game where they picked up their fourth straight home victory against the Washington Mystic, 88-81. Christie Sides took to the podium and let the media have it about her saying that she could not coach. But before we get off into today's video, tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, Christie Sides didn't hold back tonight after they posted their fourth straight victory at home against the Washington Mystic, 88-81. Now, Christie Sides has been in the news, and she's been taking a lot of heat, and a lot of these Caitlin Clark Glazers always talking about Christie Sides is not a good coach. She's not the coach for Caitlin Clark. She's running a bad offense, and she can't get the best out of Caitlin Clark. That's what these Caitlin Clark fans do. When Caitlin Clark was struggling early through the season, everybody wanted to point the blame at Christie Sides, saying that she's not a good coach, she's not doing a great job. And, you know, there was rumors swirling about Lisa Bluter taking over the team, and Christie Sides was on the hot seat. And, the secret, location, the secret meeting that Lisa Bluter had with the general manager from the Indiana Fever, which, that was just rumblings and rumors out there, and we talked about it as well. But everybody been coming at Christie Sides saying that she can't coach. Everybody been coming for Christie Sides' job. But in the thick of things, in the grand scheme of things, Christie Sides has done an excellent job with the Indiana Fever. And she talked about it tonight after the win against the Washington Mystics. But what has happened is, like I stated and told you, Caitlin Clark fans, that once they put the ball in Kelsey Mitchell's hands and running the offense through Aaliyah Boston, the team started picking up victories. That game they played against Atlanta Dream that turned their season around, when Caitlin Clark only had 3 points and Aaliyah Boston led the team with 25 points, 13 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell had 21, handed out 7 assists. Also, Caitlin Clark handed out 8 assists in that game, but she had 7 turnovers. But they put the ball in Kelsey Mitchell's hand. They ran the offense through Aaliyah Boston, let Caitlin Clark play without the ball, played off the ball, and the Indiana Fever dominated the Atlanta Dream. Now, what has happened ever since then? Now, Christie Sides has found something that has been working for the Indiana Fever, and that's has freed up Caitlin Clark to do more without the ball, come off pin downs, come off screens, and get that three-point shot back on track. And that's what she has done as of late. But when you're bringing the ball up the court, and these girls are picking you up 94 feet, and you can't get the ball out your hand, and you're turning the ball over, that's why I said when Kelsey Mitchell started bringing the ball up the court, they started getting into their offensive sets. Aaliyah Boston started getting paint touches. Caitlin Clark been playing off the ball. She been shooting the ball much better, and Indiana is on a roll. And now, if the season has stopped today, Indiana Fever would be in the playoffs. And now, Christie Sides wants to let all her critics know that y'all can kiss my butt, because I'm a good coach. I know what I'm doing. It just took some time. But once she started, putting Caitlin Clark off the ball, putting the ball in Kelsey Mitchell's hand, that Indiana offense been looking like it's supposed to look. Now, we know Aaliyah Boston was the rookie of the year. She's starting to, come into her own again, starting to be dominant like she was last year when she became rookie of the year. And she's playing excellent ball. She's all over the boards. She's getting her touches, and she's making everything worth when she gets the ball in that low post and she's scoring the basketball at a high clip. And Kelsey Mitchell is pushing that rock, and she is doing a tremendous job leading that offense. And Caitlin Clark is playing off the ball, and she's doing what she's supposed to do as a highly coveted rookie coming into the league that can shoot that thing with the best of them. And now that Indiana offense is clicking. Let's take a listen to what Christie Sides had to let the critics know tonight after that big win.
The national narrative has been, Fever's terrible, Caitlin's terrible, the last beginning.
Coach is terrible.
Coach is terrible. Okay, let's add that.
She's going to let the media have it.
Yeah, whatever. Clearly, that narrative is wrong. You guys, if the season ended today, you're in the playoffs. I think you would have been the last game, too. Schedule's easier. But what has been wrong about the narrative, and now what is right as you guys are starting to actually win games and show everyone what you can do?
Yeah. Well, we can start with the schedule for this inexperienced team, right? Youngest, least experienced team.
Let them have it, Christie.
We'll start there. That schedule was tough with no practice time, and that is where young players, need to play together, get time on the court together, understand each other's timing, where they're going to be. So between not being able to practice, playing the toughest teams in the league, every other night, I keep saying it, but just the way these guys keep showing up, I'm so proud of them, because now they're getting, they're feeling what it should have felt like from at the beginning for them. Just really proud of them. Fourth win, home win in a row. It's just really, really exciting for the Fever.
Scott, go ahead. To that point, Kelsey said the thing she's most proud of is how they've kept everything inside, how they've blocked out the noise. How do you feel how do you feel like that has been successful?
That's really hard to do. And that is, it's taken a toll on them, on all of us, and we're just in a whole different world right now in women's basketball. Not one that we've never experienced before. So we're in this learning curve of trying to figure this all out. And we were trying to do it early against the toughest teams. Now we've had time to practice. Now we've had time to gel. Now we've had time to get some minutes together and just build confidence. That's another one. Like, we just weren't able to build confidence, and that changes that changes everything when players are able to build confidence. And I think Ryan told me on the way here, our 6 wins, we've had 4 players in double digits scoring. I mean, that's what we can do when we have time to put it together.
Now, you heard what Christie Sides said. She started out talking about the media. She couldn't coach. Her job was on the hot seat. She was under fire. But she put them flames out quick, because now, back in the days when Mike Jones said, now I'm hot, they all on me. And that's what they're doing. They all on Christie Sides now, because she got that Indiana Fever team playing great women's basketball. And like I said, it all started by putting the ball in Kelsey Mitchell's hand and letting Caitlin Clark play off the ball. Now everybody's getting touches. Now, just like she stated, and she alleviated too, the 6 wins, she didn't have 4 or 5 players in double figures. Now, the Knights game was, a great indication on what the Indiana Fever can do. Led by, again, Aaliyah Boston, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists in 37 minutes. Now, like I said, Kelsey Mitchell, 38 minutes. She had 22 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Now, Caitlin Clark tonight, 37 minutes. She had a double-double, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. But when you got a guard out there like Kelsey Mitchell that can take the pressure off of Caitlin Clark and bring that ball up the court and get them into their offensive sets, now the team looks different. Now you ain't got to worry about Caitlin Clark bringing the ball up the court and she's being defended 94 feet. When Kelsey Mitchell got the ball, they not defending her 94 feet. So she's easily able to get the ball up. Then she can facilitate. Then she can get the offense going. Now you got Caitlin Clark off the ball, so now she can get a touch in the half-court set instead of wasting all her energy trying to bring the ball up the court and not getting the ball back once she gives it up. But with Kelsey Mitchell running the offense, the offense looks better. It looks better. And that's been the turnaround of the Indiana Fever, and what Coach Sides said when she gets 6 players in double figures, the team has got 6 victories. Now, early in the season, it was just Caitlin Clark coming down, bringing the ball down, trying to set the offense up, trying to, get her shot off. They was paying too much attention to Caitlin Clark. Now you got to pay attention to the whole team. You got to pay attention to Kelsey Mitchell. You got to pay attention to Aaliyah Boston, Nyla Smith. You got to pay attention to Caitlin Clark. Now that Indiana offense looks like a well-oiled machine. They doing some things. And like I said, it all changed up when they played the Atlanta Dream, when they put the ball in the hands of Kelsey Mitchell. But Christie Sides wants everybody to know that she's a great coach. Now the narrative was that she couldn't coach. Now I want to see all these Caitlin Clark fans. I want to see the excuse now. Are y'all on Christie Sides' side now? Or y'all still want her to be fired? Do y'all still think she can't coach Caitlin Clark? What is it? I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from all the Caitlin Clark fans that wanted Christie Sides fired. They was coming for her job and said Lisa Bluter needed to take over because she retired from the Iowa Hawkeyes, and Lisa Bluter needed to take over that job. I would love to hear from you guys now. Post your comments. I'm ready. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap, and we're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces. And remember, on your way out the door, when you put your shoes on, do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.